In a time when everybody lived by the rules, his only crime was that he dared to be different.
Do you smoke?
Oh, I do everything.
Expertly, I might add. So, this is a den of vice.
As a loving husband.
She's delightful. And not stupid. Really not stupid at all.
Is that quite a reason to marry her?
And devoted father.
We'd have a nice house, live a proper settled life. I do love her, Ada. She's...
silent.
He was a man with nothing to declare but his genius.
Looking for someone?
And nothing to fear.
London is so full of temptation for a man like Ernest.
One should always yield to temptation as a matter of duty.
But the calling of his heart.
Isn't he killing Mr. Wilde?
He's perfect. He's perfect in every way.
He's a brute. Really. He carries a whip wherever he goes.
Is my son staying here?
He used to beat my mother.
Is Lord Alfred Douglas staying here?
He thrashed me from the age
My
of...
dear boy.
I hear your father's threatening to shoot Lord Rosebery.
Really? He usually prefers the horsewhip. He's obsessed with sex. He thinks Oscar's buggering me, as though I'd allow anyone to do that. I'm a bowler, not a batsman.
What would you say if someone wanted to go to bed with your son?
Cyril's 8.
What would you say when he's 18?
Nothing. He must do as his nature dictates. As I only wish I had done.
When is he coming to join us? He's not. You're going to stay and look after Lord Alfred?
Oh, those Douglases are always ill, when they're not demented. One of them, you know, roasted a kitchen boy on a spit.
Constance. Where is he? There's nothing wrong. Really, there isn't.
It's not whether there is anything wrong. It's whether or not there appears to be.
The boys ask for you all the time. They're longing to see you.
Oscar has to make sure the play's a success, Constance.
I'll come round this afternoon. For tea.
It's the dress rehearsal this afternoon.
Tomorrow, then. I'll come tomorrow. Then the spring came, and all over the country there were little blossoms and little birds. Only in the garden of the selfish giant it was still winter. The birds did not care to sing in it as there were no children, and the trees forgot to blossom.
You won't go back and finish the story.
Of course I will.
Oh, say.
I'm lunching with Oscar Wilde. Will you join us?
I told you never to see that vile cur again.
Come on, Papa. You're not a man to be influenced by other people's opinions. How do you know what he's like when you've never met him?
It's highly ironic. Queensberry thinks Bosie and I are locked in nightly embrace. And in reality, we've been the purest model of Greek love since... Bosie doesn't like doing it with me. I've loved him. I've educated him.
But he's never grown up. So he never will. You don't love me. You like to be with me because I have a title. You like to write about dukes and duchesses, but you know nothing about... You're the biggest snob I've ever met. And you think you're so daring because you fuck the occasional boy.
My dear Constance, the name of Wilde will be a word of execration for the next 1,000 years.
I am still Oscar's wife. People have never understood the courage he needed to be himself.
Excuse me, sir. There's a gentleman there.
You.
You're a queer and a sham, a poser! If I catch you with Bosie again, I'll give you such a thrashing.
It's a scandal what you've been doing.
We've got him now, Robbie. He wrote it down, the porter read it, that makes it a public libel. Now we can take him to court.
Bosie, if you take this to court, Oscar will have to tell lies. Perjury, sir. Everything will come out. Whatever the result, it'll be utter disaster.
You'll fight these English Philistines and you will win.
The English will never forget that.
Even if you lose, if you go to prison, you will always be my son.
Is there going to be trouble?
disgusting, sir.
I hope not.
An arrest and a charge of gross indecency are certain to follow. The maximum sentence is 2 years hard labor.
Know thyself, I used to say. I didn't know myself. I've always loved you, Constance.
Oscar. I don't want a divorce.
Will you ever let me see the children again?
Of course. The children love you, Oscar. But there must be one condition. Oscar, you must never see Percy again.
If we could choose our natures, if we could only choose.